Now then, how are we all? Welcome back to another episode of English Countryside Days and Mrs Moore's Garden, the Regrowth. Sorry I've not done a lot, but I have been busy, and hopefully in about a month or so we'll spend more time in the garden. But I'm going to give you a quick update of what's been happening. I took the strawberry plant up and I've stuck it in there, and it seems to be doing well. My pepper, well, it's just growing, but there doesn't seem to be anything on there. My tomatoes, or our tomatoes should I say, we've had a nice little bumper crop off them. It's all good stuff. My melon seems to have stopped. I don't know what's going off with that. I personally, if anybody's got any recommendations on the melons, I think we should have cut some of these vines off and let all the energy go to one place. We've had about 8 cucumbers come off. They're growing all over the place, to be fair, so we've done well there. We've got beans. Bren came round and did a couple of videos yesterday and had some beans. We've got loads. We gave some to Neil as well. We've got the French beans. They've done well. Look, we've got the French beans there. Look, I need to pick in a bit. We had the beans that Elaine gave us, and look at that one there. Look, you see that one? And they were really, really, really nice. So we're just waiting on the beans now to keep growing. We're very happy with the beans. We've got the pears coming as well. We've got apples. We've had a couple of apples, they're nice. I've got to get back into this and start weeding this, but like I say, like I've said, we've been really busy trying to get the house tidied up. Now, the potatoes. What I'm going to do is empty the potatoes out into the wheelbarrow. Then when I've gone through it, I can put the earth wherever June wants me to put it. So let me just set this up and I'll be there in a second. So, got my gloves on. I'm just going to chuck this in. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way. We have been watering them, but the actual leaves and the stems have got all weak and everything. I don't know what this is going to be like or anything. So we had the other bag of potatoes and we got quite a nice little crop out of them. So, oh, hey, look at these. Looking good. I think what I'll do is I'll put these in this sack for now. Is that it? Oh no, there's another one here, look. Another one. More here. They're all a different size. I mean, it's one of those things with this, is that I don't know how much to water this thing by. Or anything like that. Oh look, we're getting some nice ones here. I mean, when you look back at it, how much you pay for soil compost and stuff, and the amount of potatoes you probably get is quite ridiculous. But oh, look at that one, look. But that ain't the point. This is about us learning, and because next year I'm going to actually, my granddad, look at these. My granddad, he used to grow the potatoes in the ground. Or my grandma would come up and say, "Ooh, David, look at your ears, you could grow potatoes in there." I don't know what, because my ears are always clean. I always sticking something in my ears to clean my ears out. I can remember seeing somebody once and they had really dirty ears, and I thought, I'd never want that. Never. Don't want dirty ears. Well, I'm quite happy with these, to be fair. That I am. And I would have liked more, obviously. Oh, sorry, Twoodle. I just covered you in soil. But you're not bothered here. Proper dog. Proper dog. So let's pull these stems out. Because they can, well, I don't know whether they can go in the compost or not. If you, any of you good people out there, can you put, because I know you can only grow potatoes with certain things, can't you? And it, and I don't know if it like damages the other plants or the vegetables or whatever you're growing. If Auntie Sue's listening, we're getting a good crop, Sue. We're getting a good crop. Oh, kneel down though. Oh. I don't want you bawling. Stupid dog. Oh, there's the thing here. Can't eat that, can we? Don't put the ball in the potatoes. You're an idiot. So I don't think we've got many more. I don't think there's any more, to be fair. Oh, for some reason Samsung Pay's come up on my bloody watch. I don't even use Samsung Pay. So I don't think there's any more, people. I think that's it. That's the crop of the potatoes. A lot of hard work, really. I just went and bought some compost and chucked them in. But does anybody else think this is a good idea of doing it like this? Emptying it out into a wheelbarrow, and then you've got your... I can rework this compost, can't I? I can mix it all up again. No, I don't think there's any more. So, take my gloves off. And show you good people what's happened. So there we have it, folks. Not the best of crops, and for the effort that you put in, we've grown a tennis ball. But we're happy with that. I think because the last ones we had were really tasty, and we were really impressed with them. But we will do it again next year. I'm actually going to go and plant them where the beans are. What are you doing? I'm actually going to plant some where the beans are, and then I think we might actually plant some the beans here next year. I think we're going to get rid of some of these artichokes because they're too big. They take over and we can't get to weed the ground. So I think they're going to go next year. It's a shame and all that, but when all's said and done, we need to have this garden practical for us. We want to grow our own food and stuff like that. And although the artichokes are very nice and the bees like them and everything, we might take some of them and move one, or might put the artichokes over there, to be fair. But we will see. So, thank you for joining me on this very late edition of English Countryside Days and Mrs. Moore's Garden, the regrowth. I will do another one when I've got everything else sorted, and anybody's got any tips on tomatoes and potatoes and the pepper and the melon and everything like that, I'm more than willing to read your comments and hopefully we can learn. Okay, people, laters.